One, while rubbing your back with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahawah Kakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwaf that believe and have faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in these last days, praying to be part of the hopeful elect. I just got a couple videos I want to get into and bring out a couple scriptures. Like I said, the whole Lord willing to be edifying.
Telling you guys now, something's up. This banking system, saying it time and time again. Just hear me out. We have First State Bank. They are saying they're being closed March 31st. They're gonna reopen April 3rd. There's another credit union. April 1st, they're gonna be upgrading the online banking system. So they're shutting down the online banking and upgrading, quote unquote. Another bank in India closed for 3 days. SBI Bank, online banking services and all services online, closed, maintenance period, unavailable services. Another one, Bank of China, service announcements for scheduled nationwide system maintenance. They already started. Are we seeing a trend, guys? Another one, People's Choice, same thing. CBDCs, the new banking era is here, out with the old, in with the new.
As you see, man, they are finna to drop the dollar and bring in the MOTB. And this right here basically puts the icing on the cake.
So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Ready for it? Clip number 2. Listen to this now. Because what she is going to tell us is actually happening right now. All right, listen to this.
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. Originally, it was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars.
You see it? Oil has always been traded in US dollar. Watch this now. Friends, you haven't seen anything or heard anything yet. Listen.
Also, it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there is a perfect storm happening right now, Will.
If that were to end, nations stop buying and selling using U.S. currency. Nations dumping US dollars, no longer buying and selling oil in US currency. That would bring the end of the US dollar. Is that happening right now? That's the question. Stay tuned. Continue.
And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who hasn't...
For who? Saudi Arabia. Don't forget that. Continue.
And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait.
Just wait. So since this coming, oh friend, you know what? No more insertions. Watch this now. What's happening in Kenya? What's happening in Kenya, Saudi Arabia? Are they dumping US dollars as they buy and sell, especially oil? Watch this. Listen.
President William Ruto has put on notice traders holding the US dollar, saying the agreement between Kenya and the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia will eliminate the demand for $500 million every month from the Kenyan market.
Did you hear that, my friends? Okay, clip 2. Continue.
2 weeks ago, Kenya signed a government-to-government deal with the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia for the supply of petroleum products with a 6-month credit period. The deal is expected to start next month, easing the demand for $500 million every month that Kenya uses to purchase petroleum products.
I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
If you're holding dollars, trading in dollars, dump the US dollar. Continue.
The pressure on the Kenya shilling.
Our fuel companies will now be paying for fuel in Kenya shillings.
Did you hear that? What will they be using to purchase oil and fuel?
The pressure on the Kenya shilling.
Our fuel companies will now be paying for fuel in Kenya shillings. They do not have to look for dollars every month. And secondly,
And when would they do this? When will they start this? In a few weeks. Friend, my point here is, you know what? Let me save that. Let me continue here. Listen. How would this impact us in America? Anybody here from Kenya? Live with us? Watch this. Listen.
But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance and we would
Right.
lose our superpower status.
Monica, the world's reserve currency, so it's a privilege for the United States for the dollar to have been the world's currency. How does that relate to each individual American? How has that changed or impacted or improved our lives throughout the last several decades?
Do you want to hear the answer?
Yeah, I mean, it's given the United States incredible dominance in the world in terms of the economic system and in terms of trade. It's kept prices down. So whether it's energy prices, whether it's your food prices, the entire global economic system is reliant on the safe and secure dollar. But that is no longer true, again, because we've been printing money like crazy and devalued the power of the dollar and the value of the dollar. But on top of it now, again, oil is the critical linchpin of this. If Saudi Arabia decides to join with America's enemies here and start trading oil in different currencies, that is going to undermine the entire global economic system. And here at home, you know what it's going to mean for us? It's going to mean raging inflation, so much worse than anything we have ever experienced, Will. And I'll tell you.
Oh, my friends, do you see that? Did you hear that, friends? The signs are here, a perfect storm. How will that affect us negatively? Let's continue. Do you have extra oil in vessels somewhere? Listen, continue.
Worse than anything we have ever experienced, Will. And I'll tell you, they're setting it up so that they can then come to the rescue by introducing central bank digital currencies.
Stop. Oh, my friends. It's the Hegelian dialectic, create the crisis. And you know, the Fed chairman already said, Jerome Powell said, if we want to remain dominant, the superpower in the world, we need a digital currency. And he mentioned the Fed Now payment system, which is baby steps to their own CBDC. Same thing, but different packaging. Same system, but different names. Dump the US dollar, create the crisis. And how will America respond? But in that intermediary time period, how are we going to be affected? Raging inflation, energy prices, food prices, housing, everything you can think of. It's all connected to oil. Continue. Release that.
Worse than anything we have ever experienced, Will.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, they're setting it up so that they can then come to the rescue by introducing central bank digital currencies. If they were to do that, and the United States already has a pilot program, that means the loss of your individual economic freedom, because the government will have total access and control of everything you buy and sell, and the ability to turn it off like that.
And the ability to turn it off like that. Just like that. Look at this, watch carefully.
Obvious warning, I hear you, Saudi Arabia is the tipping point. Oil trading in dollars is the tipping point.
Well, now, he's summarizing the interview. What is a tipping point? It's teetering on the precipice.
Ominous warning, I hear you, Saudi Arabia is the tipping point. Oil trading in dollars is the tipping point. And obvious huge consequences for our economy. Monica Crowley, thank you so much.
With the flick of a switch, they can leave you without a penny in a digital-only economy. How close are we, my friends? I'm telling you, I smell something.
Yeah, so as you see, these things are happening right before our eyes, man. They have already pretty much brung in the banking system, the crash of the banking system. And we see that there's no turning back. These things are going to happen, and you got to be prepared for them, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because the prophets, from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, been warning, including me, what was coming. And we see this is coming. And if this don't start Jacob's trouble, I don't know what else will. Because the crash of the dollar, when no one has any money, no one has access to get money. So that goes into having food, shelter, also being able to travel, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to go to your family members in Atlanta or California. They're gonna cut everything off, man. They're gonna give you the digital currency, which is gonna be in a small rice grain RFID microchip, man, in your hand or your forehead. And that's Revelations 19. That's like it. Revelations 13, 16 through 18. But we know who's in control of these things, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is in control of everything. And this is going to be a test for the hopeful elect. The 2/3 are already engraved with destruction, man. They're going to be put to death on this side. But the hopeful elect has a chance. But the wicked, the elite of the society, the offsprings of Esau, Edom, Satan, not reincarnate, but Satan on earth, man. But let's get into the scriptures, man, because we are truly dealing with the devil. This is Isaiah 10, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may be robbed of the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in desolation, which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory?" And the Lord is basically telling you what you're going to do when the destruction comes. All the wickedness you've done, what you're going to do when the destruction comes upon you, Esau. These things Esau has done, and he thought the Lord was not looking, man. He thought the Lord was not going to chastise him, because he hasn't chastised him yet, man. But his chastisement is going to be utterly being destroyed, man. And also, Obadiah 1:18, man, is being wiped off the earth, man. Verse 4, it says, "Without me shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. That's to you 2/3, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to pull you out of the fire, which is coming. And no one is going to be able to turn it back. But you have time to repent and come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And that time is coming to a close, man. The hopeful elect are pretty much already sealed or almost sealed. So when a brother asked me why we got to continue to preach His word, man, because we have to prophesy until the Lord removes us from off the highways and byways, man, because we don't know if the hopeful elect have been sealed, but we're prophesying for them to be sealed so the Lord can bring this destruction that's coming. This is Psalms 58, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Yea, weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." And that's Esau to the T, man. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that's what Esau done, man. He speak lies. He tells you that he's going to do one thing and he turns around and does the other, right behind your back, man. They are the wicked that are upon the earth. They're like they did with the jungle juice they gave everybody, man. They told them that these people going to be saved and protected, and that was far from the truth. And our people still went after Esau's philosophy, man. Verse 4 says, "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely." And that's the men of the Lord, man, are charming so wisely, man, prophesying to you what the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is, man, through His word. Verse 6, "Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut in pieces," man. And that's what we praying the Lord bring destruction on Esau Edom, man, because his wickedness is far greater than we could ever imagine, man. Who would have thought that he would destroy the water, the earth, and the air? As a child, you would have never thought that this was happening. But he has no limits, man. He has no end to his wickedness, man. He does it every day, man. He thinks of wicked things to do, man. As you've seen, all these different train derailments, these barge derailments, the wickedness that Esau does, man. You can't even we can't even comprehend the shit he done, man. We'll know that pretty much in the kingdom. Verse 80 says, as a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, man. That's what we're asking the Lord. Obadiah 1:18, these people, man. Like an untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun, man. Take them out of the earth, man. Let us have peace. Before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. And he's going to take them away, man. Before he can even get his new world order accomplished, the Lord going to take them away in his wrath, man. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. We're going to rejoice. We're going to pray to the Lord, man, saying the water, man, for taking us out of this wicked man society, man, his wicked kingdom, man. Destroy him. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, man. So we're going to wash our feet in the blood of the wicked, man, because he truly deserves it, man. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is power that judgeth in the earth, man. So us doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's going to be a reward for that, man. We're going to get a reward for that, man. And we're going to know that the Lord is a just power, man. We already know that, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to know for sure when he brings Esau down, man. He judges him in the earth. We're going to see it with our own eyes, man. The Lord is truly going to rectify the earth and his Esau Edom, man. He's going to correct them, man. This is Psalms 37, and I'm just going to hop down a couple times. And this, I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers," man. See that? "Fret not thyself over evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity," man. Don't be. They have everything. Let them have it, man. Because the Lord said, "Let the money," when they came to him with the money, so let Pharaoh have his own money, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be worried about Esau's money, his money system, man, because he's going to come with a wicked snare for the people, man. 2/3 of our people are going to be caught lacking, are caught off guard, because they're going to entice you with this MOTB, which is going to be this Fed now currency, man. They're going to tell you, we're going to give you $5,000, $10,000 on your digital currency, man. And a lot of people are going to run to that because they see the money and not seeing the trap. Because he's going to hit them with something that's really going to be real tempting to get, man. And that's going to be the, you know what I'm saying? I can't say for a fact that's going to be, but you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen. But that's going to be the hour of temptation, man. When everybody is come to the time where they're going to have to choose either Yahweh Bashim Yahushua or Esau's chip, the mark of the beast. So the hour of temptation is truly coming, man. And we trying to warn you of what's coming and what scenarios that Esau might throw at you. Because he's going to come. It's prophesied to happen. Psalms 37, I'm going to drop down to verse 12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just. He gnash upon him with his teeth. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is come." See that? The Lord is going to bring him down, man. When he, like the Apostle Elder said, Apostle Tahar said, once Esau implements this chip and makes it mandatory, things are going to move fast, man. And that day he see it as his destruction. Knowing his destruction is around the corner. 14, it says, "The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy." See that? They're going to put you in these alphabet camps, man. That you're going to be subject to them. And if you get put in one of those camps, man, you won't return, man. You will not leave out of those camps, man. And that's why we're prophesying to you to return to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the Lord is the only one that is going to be able to protect you. It says, "Their sword shall enter into their own heart." See that? What they have, the trap they have for us, the sword, the death and plagues and everything they have prepared for us is going to fall back on them. It says, "And their bows shall be broken." So all the weaponry that they have to use against us, these robot dogs and robot, what you call those, drones that shoot at you, man. I mean, that's just what we know that he has. But there's plenty of other things that Esau has that is going to come against the men of the Lord. And the Lord is going to be our protection in that day, man. We're going to get that. 16, it says, a little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of the wicked, of many wicked." See that? So basically, whatever Esau has, let him have it, man. What we have is the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We have the Lord, man. The Lord is going to be our weapon in that day, man. "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua uphold the righteous." So whatever Esau has is going to be broken, man. It's going to be taken down, man. But the upright has Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And that's plain. And like I said, we make these videos prophesying for our people to understand what times we in and what's finna happen and what's already happening. Because these things are already in motion. 18, "Yahweh Bashim Yahushua knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever," man. So the hopeful elect, his inheritance is going to be forever, man. We're going to live forever, man. We're going to be protected. "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time." So the hopeful elect is not going to be ashamed when Esau come with martial law, come with these troops, the UN troops, the Gurkha troops, the alphabet camps, man. We're going to be protected, man. Because we believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He said we will not be ashamed, man. And the Lord's word is faithful and true, man. So you have to believe that the Lord is telling you the truth, man. "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied." So we're going to eat. when the time of Jacob's trouble hit, man, and the famine come, man. Your money, you don't have your money to eat, you know what I'm saying, to get food, man, because hyperinflation is going to come once those countries start to send their money back, man. It's gonna be all hell breaking loose, man. It's gonna be total chaos because the money system has crashed. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, warned us of these things. He even wept over the children of Israel, man, because he's seen these things back then, and we see them now. This is Slakia. This is Luke 19, and I'm gonna start at verse 41. I just want to get the point of what the Lord seen. It says, this is Luke 19:41. It says, and when he saw, Slakia, and when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belongeth unto thy peace. See, if you would have knew what was coming, man, you was known to your peace. But now they are hid from thy eyes. It says, for the day shall come upon thee that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side. So this is basically talking about now, because they're gonna compass us around about, man, and that meaning that they're gonna make it where it's no way out but to them. They're casting a trench, a trap around the children of Israel, man, because everything is based around the children of Israel, man. They're casting a trap around about the children of Israel, man, and seeing the Lord is seeing what is going to be your outcome, man. What is going to be your thought process, and what your end is going to be. Are you going to lean on him, or are you going to go to Esau, Edom, man? Because he's setting his trap around about you, man. He's casting around the whole house of Israel. Either you're going to choose Esau, or you're going to choose Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And shall lay thee even with the ground. So they're going to be putting you to death, man. And the children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. So when Esau come in like a flood, which we're going to get that, you're going to see he's not going to have no mercy. He's not going to spare any of the children of Israel, man. He's going to give you, and he don't even really need all the people to take the MOTB. He don't need all of you, man. So he's going to be putting a lot of Jake to death, man, because he don't need all you. He got his robots. He has the things that he needs, man. They don't even need America anymore, man. So it's going to be a heavy time that's coming, man, because he doesn't need America anymore, man. They have China now, and they're setting up everything they want to be the plan of the people in China. They have it already set up, man. And this is just basically icing on the cake, man, for the people, because the elite know the scriptures, man. They know that thermonuclear destruction is coming, man. They know America, Babylon the Great, is going to be utterly destroyed. But this is a test for the hopeful elect. Are you going to lean on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, or are you going to lean on Esau Edom, man? Because we already know the outcome of Babylon the Great, and we know the outcome of you if you take that MOTB. He said, the Lord basically just telling you right here, this plain, man, what he's warning you that this is coming, man. He says, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. You don't know what time the Esau has you in, man. You don't know his plans. And he did the same thing in 70 AD, man. He did the same thing in 70 AD to the children of Israel, man. So the same thing's happening pretty much now, man. I can't say exactly the same way, but for the most part, you get the gist of what I'm trying to tell you, man. The Lord is going to bring great destruction, and he's going to see who is his and who isn't. This is Luke 21:19. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls, man. So in the patience, you got to possess your soul, man. Don't waver, man. Be patient. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is on his way, man. Don't waver, man. Don't get weak and say, well, he might forgive me if I take it. No, man. Believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even into death, that the Lord's word is faithful and true. And we gave you two scriptures that said the same exact thing, man. This is 20. It says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, Then know that your desolation thereof is nigh. See that? So when they come in with those UN troops and Gurkha troops or whatever troops they have, man, know that the destruction is near, man. And we seeing it. We seeing it form, man. And we see they have the perfect storm, man. They was warning about a lights out event where they're gonna have cyber attacks and cut out the bank, you know, it's in the system, the lights and the computer systems and everything. So they know that they have something playing that's going to make everybody want to take the MOTB, man. That's a trap, man. We see that trap is already being sprung. We just don't know when it's going to happen, man. But we know it's coming. 21, it says, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out. So we're telling you to come out of this system, man. Come out of the mindset of America is going back to good times, or in other words, going back to normal. We're telling you to depart mentally and spiritually from this place, man. Return back to Yahweh Shem Shah, because the time is coming. Is going to be perilous times, man. That's all you see in is coming is chaos. He says, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein. It's like it, therein too. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So we know that the prophecy is going to be fulfilled regardless if you believe it or not. But we know this is the time that everything is going to be fulfilled, man. So leave out of the mindset of America, Babylon the Great, and enter into the mindset of Yahweh Shem Shah, that lean on him. Because read again 22, it says, for these be the days of vengeance. And that's what's coming, man. We're entering into the days of vengeance, the time of Jacob's trouble, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and the wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. That means led captive into these internment camps, man. Detention camps, man. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. The people are going to be trodden down by these troops, man, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we know this. We know what the meaning of this is. Basically, when the time of our land, Jerusalem, is trodden down by the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, and that's now as well, man. But I'm speaking on a Babylon. The people are going to be trodden down by these troops, man. You're going to be judged by these troops, man. But like I said, I don't want to get anybody confused, because I'm using this as a twofold scripture, because it's talking about the people and it's also talking about the place. So Jerusalem is the people, also is the place, because we know that the Gentiles are in the land now, and they're trodden down our land. And the time of the Gentiles is being fulfilled right before our eyes. But also in the Babylon the Great, the people of Jerusalem, the children of Israel, are going to be trodden down as well, man, because the prophecy is going to be fulfilled, man. And we know this for a fact. So we know that the Lord is fin to bring great judgment on the children of Israel and on the land, man, because 2/3 of our people did not take heed to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. This is Psalms 124, and I'm going to start at verse 1. This is a Psalm of David. It says, if it had not been Yahweh Shem Shah who was on our side, now may Israel say, that's a blessing, man. It wasn't for the Lord that was on our side, man. If it had not been for Yahweh Shem Shah who was on our side, when men rose up against us. See, that's the time we coming, man. I just told you that they're going, the Gentiles are going to trodden down the 2/3 of our people, man. But the Lord is on our side, man, the hopeful elect. It says, then they and then they had swallowed us up quickly. Upon their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overthrown, it overwhelmed us, and the streams had gone over us. Let me read that again. Let me slow down. Verse 3 again, it says, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul, man, which is Esau, Edom, man, them proud waters, man. Blessed, but the Lord is with us, man. Blessed be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth, man. The hopeful elect is not going to be a prey to Esau's teeth, man. We've overcome Esau, Edom, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're not leaning on him, not leaning on Esau for our protection and the things we need. We're leaning on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for our protection and the things we need, man. Food, water, clothing. We leaning on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. 7, it says, our soul is escaped. See that? Our souls, our spirits escaped from Esau, man. As a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. See that? We escaped like a bird out of the trap, man. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. See that? The trap is broken on the elect, and we are escaped through the Spirit. But we're prophesying that the hopeful elect, if they're still out there, wake up before the destruction comes. Because if you haven't repented and came back by now, more than likely you're 2/3, man. You're not going to escape, man. The fowler's going to catch you in his trap. Our help is in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. See that? The name is very important, man. He says, our help is in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who made heaven and earth, man. So you need to repent and turn to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, not no Jesus, not no Jesus, not no Christ bless, what is it called, Yeshua, any name, if it's not Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, you call on the wrong name, man. You're not going to be protected in that time that's coming, man. This is Psalms 27. I'm going to start at verse 1. This is a Psalm of David. He says, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? We have nothing to fear but Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumble and fail. See that? When Esau brings his troops and all these things against the hopeful elect, they're going to fail, man. The hopeful elect are going to escape like a bird. Though an host should encamp against me. See that? So if an army is encamped around us, man, it's going to be a glorious day, man, because the Lord is true to his word, man. It's written. It's going to happen. Everything else happened. Why not us escaping from Esau's hands, man? So have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because it is faithful and true, man. It would not fail. His word would not fail. Though an host should encamp against me, see that army, host meaning army, my heart shall not fear. See that? Even though all these things are going to come up against us, we should not fear. Though war should rise up, let me slow down. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and to inquire in his temple. That's what we're doing, man. We in the temple is the scriptures, man. For the time of trouble let me read that again. It says, for in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in his secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. Now, rock is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord is going to be with us, man. We read in all the scriptures that tell you the Lord, if you repent and return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he's going to help us, man. He said, in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion, man, his protection, man. You're going to be hid, man, for all hell breaking loose, man. You're going to be protected in that time, man. And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies around about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy, man. And that's what we're going to do, man. Just like King David did. We're going to offer up sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Hear, O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me and answer me, man. And that's what we're praying, man. The Lord answer us in a time of trouble, man. In a time that the Lord is going to bring this judgment on this place, man. Answer us and protect us. Because Esau is going to come in like a flood. And that's it right here. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall lift up a standard against him. So when Esau come in and try to put us in these camps and do all these things to us, the Lord is going to lift up a standard against them, man. And that might be you might have spiritual powers, or the Lord might have, I know for a fact the Lord will have the angels encamped around you, man. They'll have the angels to hide you or protect you in that time, man. So these things, the spiritual things are finna happen, man, on a high level, man. The spiritual powers, man, the Lord angels protecting you with doing spiritual things to protect you, man. So we have nothing to fear but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. And that's why I wanted to get this lesson, man, because even though we're going to see all these things happening, but our faith is going to be our protection, man, in that time, man. Because the Lord's word is faithful and true. We know the Lord is going to protect us, man, because we believe and have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. This is Psalm 61 and 5. It says, for thou, O power, has heard my vows. See that? We're making a vow to the Lord, man. We went on the highways and byways. We made lessons. We prayed. We fasted. We did everything we possibly could to look for the Lord to hear our prayers, man. He says we made a vow to the Lord. He says, for thou, O power, has heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. So the Lord gave us men and brethren and Akim and Akwaf, brethren and sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to help push us through, man, to the end. He gave us that, man. So we in the stead of the people of the Israel that fear the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that fear the Lord, man. So the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man, for blessing us to be woken up to this truth and have faith in him and believe in him and know that we are on the straight and narrow path, man, to be redeemed and rescued from the time that's coming, man. This one last scripture. This is Proverbs, let me get 18. And this is verse 10. It says, the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Man, that's plain, man. So the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a protection. And our faith in him is going to be when we run into those towers, man, because we believe in the name and the correct doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua into the end, man. So Lord willing was edifying. I'm in it there, man. Shalom. Shalom.